The K1 visa interview questions were not random at all. Almost all the questions they asked me were based on my previous answers. And one question honestly caught me off guard. So today I'm going to be sharing my real K1 visa interview experience and the exact questions they asked me. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Martha Effiong, and today I'm going to be talking about my K1 visa interview experience. So I know how stressful the K1 visa preparation, the K1 visa interview preparation can be, because before mine, I watched so many videos trying to understand how and what kind of question they're going to be asking and how strict they are. So yeah, I was in that shoe. So what I learned is that the K1 visa interview questions are based on your answers. Okay, it is not about memorizing questions. It is understanding how the visa officer thinks. Okay, so the first question was, where did you meet your partner? And I answered, oh, we met in Birmingham on a dating site. Can you see my response? I did not just answer, we met in Birmingham and let it slide, because I know he was going to ask me where in Birmingham, right? So I said on a dating site, and then he said, where did you say again you met? I said on a dating site in Birmingham. And then he said, so he now asked me a follow-up question and said, Birmingham, Alabama or Birmingham, UK? I said, Birmingham, UK. He said, okay. So do you know why he asked me where, if it is Birmingham, Alabama or Birmingham, UK? He asked me because he wanted to confirm consistency. You know when you filled your I-129F, there is a space that asks where you met your partner. You cannot write, we met in Birmingham, and then when you go to answer your question during the interview, and you're like saying, oh, we met in the UK. UK is big, girl. UK is big. Where in the UK did you meet your partner? Oh, we met in Nigeria. Nigeria is so big. Where in Nigeria did you meet your partner? Do you understand? So I feel like the way I answered my questions made him not to ask me so many questions, because I see a lot of people on social media saying, oh, they asked them 10 questions. You know, I was asked only 3 questions, and that was it. And after the question, he said, do you have any evidence to show that this relationship is real? Guys, I said, okay, I have this. And he said, okay, let me have everything. Can I have everything? So I handed him the pictures I had printed out. Okay, I gave him the pictures, and then he started opening all the pictures. He was opening all of them. He was seeing them and he was taking notes. I saw him shaking his head. Notes. I was shaking, okay? Because, you know, as at the time, we were on pause. Nigeria was on pause. Nigeria was on a ban. I mean, we're still on pause. We're still on a ban, you know. And then there was a lot of news flying that K1 visa was not approved anymore, okay? So I was still shaky. And then I saw him opening the pictures, and the last question was what really made me to understand that, to know that, okay, my visa is going to be approved. So on my pictures, I did not just print out pictures. I wrote the dates and I wrote where we took those pictures, the events that took place in those pictures. You're giving picture to somebody who doesn't know you, so you have to make sure the pictures carries information. So I had pictures of us in Dubai, in Kenya, in all these countries we went to. I was going through our photos. He stopped at the last one I labeled with my family in Nigeria. And he said, wow, what does your partner think about Nigeria? So that was when I started smiling, and I knew there was light at the end of the tunnel. And I said, oh, my partner said he loved Nigeria. He loves our food, the people, and that he would really love to visit again. Wow. So the officer was like, wow, congratulations. Your visa has been approved. You get back your passport in 7 days. Guys, as I was saying thank you, I was crying. I was so excited, and you don't know. So what I realized is that visa officers are checking for consistency and not perfection, guys. They are listening to your answers and building their next questions from there. Okay. So yeah, I do not want this video to be too long. Okay, so in my next video, I'm going to be showing you all everything I brought to my interview, to my K1 visa interview, to prove our relationship was real. Okay. So guys, if you're preparing for your K1 visa interview, I hope this video helped calm your nerves a little bit and gives you a better idea of what to expect, okay? And if you have questions, please feel free to send me a DM on my Instagram and I'll be happy to respond to you and also guide you as a DIY girly. Yes, did I say that? So we did all our application on our own. We did not pay any lawyer. So I am happy to share my experience with you guys. And at the moment, I'm in the US and please subscribe because I'll be sharing my experience, my K1 experience as I go on with this, because you know we have a lot of form to still fill as I'm in the US. And yeah, we are getting married next week. So I'm going to be sharing a lot of information. Thank you. Bye-bye.